Alright, so we got which Traitor Legion is currently the most powerful? Let's go to the video.
G'day guys and gals. Something I really like about Warhammer 40k is it doesn't just say everyone is equally powerful, it just depends on the context of the situation. It's like, nah bro, some factions' battle doctrines are just straight up better than others, and there should be lasting in-law consequences.
The Salamanders are literally the best.
Like,
what are you?
For example, the Iron Hands, Salamanders, and Raven Guard were smashed during the Isfahan drop site massacre. As a result of that, they are still some of the weakest loyalists due to having very few successive chapters.
Take it back! Take it back right now! Take it back! Yo, what did he do? Yo, Majorkill, bro. Yo. You know I love you, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, bro, me and you, bro, we're like Shaq and Kobe in this thing. But I'm gonna be honest with you. How dare you? Are you, bro? You know what?
It adds stakes to the lore, and it makes battles feel meaningful when there is actually lasting impacts, something Warhammer Fantasy struggled a lot with. As such, there is a distinct pecking order to things when it comes to each faction or sub-faction's power, especially when it comes to the Traitor Legions. Sure, during the Heresy, you could argue they were all more or less equal, bar maybe one or two frontrunners like the Sons of Horus. However, things have changed since then. Some Traitor Legions are shattered, some are united, some were recently dealt devastating blows, and at least one has ceased to exist entirely. So I thought, why not check in and see which Traitor Legion is currently the most powerful. Before we get started, Christmas can be a stressful time, unless you're watching this video, as I have a great Christmas gift idea for you, as I have once again partnered up with Geology for this video. Geology is a skincare and hygiene brand that knows us blokes are useless when it comes to skincare. We want nice, smooth, healthy skin.
I'm gonna be honest, he's gonna go over his ad, obviously. But I'm gonna be, bro, man, Christmas time, especially getting like presents for like your family and stuff. Man, like sometimes you're confused. You're like, bro, what do I want to get him? Like, is it like something food, or is it something like, you know, like something that they need? Like, you know, you don't want to break the bank too as well. Like, you know, it's kind of confusing. I don't know.
Geology also has a range of natural, nice-smelling deodorants, shampoos, body washes, and so on. So you have so many options to choose from as a perfect Christmas gift to someone that wants to look after their skin but has no idea where to start. The best part is that by using my linking code Majorkill70, you get 70% off the first skincare package, as well as 50% off an additional product of your choice. Cheers to Geology for sponsoring this video.
Nice.
Today we'll rank each of the Traitor Legion's power in the current setting to determine who is currently King Dick. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it! Here we go, let's go.
The best way to go about these sorts of things is process of elimination. Let's trim the fat, the clear losers, to make the top end of the pyramid a bit leaner. Straight up, the Sons of Horus no longer exist. They took an obscene amount of casualties during the Siege of Terror due to being the spear tip of
the
invasion
bums.
and its main force.
Let's get them out of here.
Many of them got less than the source, and the few that escaped terror were hunted by the other Traitor Legions as they were blamed for the heresy and its failure, resulting in all Traitor Legions eating a bag of dicks. They were constantly harried and attacked, and many of them would even allow demons to enter their body, hollowing them out and basically killing them in their own way. So by the time Abaddon returned and rallied the few survivors to his cause, they were almost extinct. Abaddon disbanded the Legion and reformed them into the Black Legion. However, Black Legion isn't just Sons of Horus 2, Electric Boogaloo. It has elements from all Traitor Legions and even many fallen Loyalist Marines as well. I would say...
Listen, man, I feel so bad for Team Horus, bro. I feel so bad for him, bro, because, bro, imagine you losing, bro. The Salamanders could never. I mean, to be honest with you, what Majorkill, you know, said before, I mean, he was kind of mistaken, to be honest with you, because even though because to be honest with you, let me just break this down. Let me just break this like a Kit Kat. To be honest with you, with the Salamanders, see, just to be blatantly real, we don't have to help out nobody. We could legit just third party everybody. We see, that's if we were villains, but we're heroes though. See, we're like the Superman of the entire 40k Warhammer, like of this franchise. We're the superheroes. We're the Batman. We're the Avengers. We're DC. We're everything. We're the good of this whole franchise. So at the end of the day, the reason that we took that one loss in that battle was because they triple teamed us. They jumped us. What were we expecting? We came to save these people. To be honest with you, we could have been at home kicking it, watching the Brady Bunch, eating Captain Crunch, if I'm being honest with you. But guess what? We said, no, we know what? We got to help these guys out. We got to make this thing fair. We got to step up and really and be a team. Because if it was up to me, man, I would have convinced Vulcan to bro, yo, let's just keep our squad here. And then when all those bums lose, listen, when all those bums go out, when they go outside, bro, we could just third party everybody. See, we can do that. But Vulcan, he said, nah, bro, nah, that's not us. That's not us. And of course, he's my glorious king. So I had to bow down whenever he said no, because his words are that mighty. Like, bro, and that's just what it is. I mean, and if you don't like that, then you and your factions are losers. I just gotta be honest with you. I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, like, this just shows how great of a leader he is.
The amount of Black Legionnaires whose gene seed is that of the Sons of Horus is in the minority, so we can comfortably say that the Sons of Horus Traitor Legion is the weakest due to literally going kaput. How the mighty have fallen. Of the remaining Traitor Legions, who is the next weakest? This next one is tough, as they're both pretty useless at the moment. Enter the Emperor's Children and the Night Lords. Neither Legion has their Primarch anymore, either because they're dead or they can't stop jerking off on their own private pleasure planet. They also both have incredibly low numbers. The Night Lords were fucked hard during the Heresy, first in the Thramis Crusade, then on Pythos, then in the Siege of Terra, and finally the Ultramarine invasion of Zagwelsa. They are scattered into various warbands who are fighting to survive. The Emperor's Children have a bit more cohesion, but up until recently were having gene seed problems and struggle to recruit. Combine that with the fact that they hate being told what to do or uniting to achieve a greater goal, and you end up with a pretty useless.
See, it's factions like this. See, they so rebellious. They so full of rebellion that at the end of the day, man, see, they have no structure. See, whenever they go out and they face real competition, real battle, real experienced people, they lose. See, they don't want to listen. They think that they know everything. They think that they're ready for the real world. You're not. See, if these bums went up against my salamanders, you're going out sad. 50-0. And I'm not talking about football game. I'm talking about people. All it takes is 50 salamanders to get rid of your whole clan. 0 of them. And there's no retreating. See, we don't do that retreating stuff. Hey, we're burning you and your team captain to the ground. Stop playing with us. See, I'm the worst. I'm the worst of my faction. Because everybody else, Vulcan and all the other guys, see, they're nice. Me, man, I talk my ish. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're another faction coming up, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm violating you. And then Vulcan's gonna come up and stomp you out. It is what it is. And that's the game plan. You can't stop it. I'm sorry. We're the best of the best. We're the 2007 New England Patriots. We're the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers. We're the 2017 Golden State Warriors. That's what we are. See, we're the best. You're not the best. When it comes to you and your faction, you're not the best. This is no laughing matter. This is no joking matter. I'm not the Joker from Batman. This is the truth. This is the truth. With the extra. See, that's what happens though. When it comes to me, Vulcan, my sweet glorious king. I mean, I can't even say his name, bro. Me saying his name, bro. Man, I should be punished for saying his name, bro. I should be punished for saying his glorious sweet name.
Legion.
My bad. I had my throat caught up. My throat messed up.
Under the command of Decimus, an extremely powerful warrior who can see the future in extremely accurate detail. Whilst the Emperor's Children are still running around spinning their dicks around like helicopters and railing copious amounts of space coke. However, with them being announced as the next Traitor Legion to get the spotlight, combined with the fact that they recently were given a shitload of pure Emperor's Children gene seed, I expect them to shit up in the rankings soon. But for now, pretty useless. When was the last time you heard of them doing anything in the setting? This next one might ruffle a few feathers, but that is what I do best. The Alpha Legion is the next strongest or weakest, depending on how you look at it. Now, the Alpha Legion is huge. They recruit like maniacs, their gene seed is stable, and they didn't go to the Eye of Terror after the siege, which has caused a lot of recruitment issues for the other Traitor Legions. However,
boo, man, we throw tomatoes at you. We throw vegetables at you. We throw fruit at you. Of course they're weak. Of course they're weak. I'm sorry. Listen, I know I keep pausing the video, violating your favorite faction. I'm sorry.
The Alpha Legion is
my bad.
Extremely
My bad. Sorry about
divided, split into hundreds of warbands that have different goals and objectives. Some are full chaos humping weirdos, some are genuine loyalists, with the rest fitting in between the scale. To complicate it further, Amigan hasn't been seen for ages, and his loyalty is still also up in the air.
Disappeared like a deadbeat dad. Went to go get what milk? 2% milk? Oh, that's right at the grocery store. Oh, you passed it? Oh, toodles. He's out of here. He hasn't, bro. He hasn't came back yet. It is what it is.
Whilst the Alpha Legion is a very powerful legion, it can't focus its strength, which is why it hasn't seemed to have actually done a whole lot since the end of the Heresy, with half of its actions seemingly to be actually helping the Loyalists. The next spot is once again a tough one, a near tie between the World Eaters and the Thousand Suns. I say this because both legions have been very active, and both have a very powerful demon Primarch leading them.
You know what? I'm gonna say this about the Thousand Suns. They actually kind of grown on me. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of like the design too. I think with the 1,000 Suns, don't they use like magic as well? I'm gonna be honest with you, the 1,000 Suns they kind of grown on me.
However, the actual legion sizes are tiny. The 1,000 Suns have a very hard time recruiting as they have very little gene seed and most of them are dusty Rubik Marines. The World Eaters are just retarded and fight like berserkers with very little thoughts given to logistics.
Hey, if you're a menace and you're a crash out and whenever you go to sleep you toss and turn like your stomach's on fire, you're a World Eater. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, listen, don't hate the player, hate the game. This is the sign. This is the assignment that you were given at birth. You are a natural born crash out. Use that to your advantage, okay? Use your gift. Don't use your passion. Use your gift. And your gift is to be a crash out, okay? Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and be a menace to society because I promise you, I'll call Clark Kent to get rid of you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, that's just what it is. But if I'm being completely real with you, bro, these guys are absolute crash outs. Looking at their attire, bro, this is scary. Bro, man, like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, whenever like girls look at people and they scream, I used to think that was really messed up. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. If I was like a Maria, a Lucy, a Jaden, and I looked at something like this, bro, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, bro. Bro, my voice is going out, bro. It's like I saw Michael Jackson in the 90s. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's like I fainted looking at LeBron play basketball. Like it's gonna be treacherous, bro. The 911 will be called if I ever look at this type of abomination right here. Look at this. This don't even look cool to me. This looks frightening, bro. This is like something that you will see in a nightmare, bro. Like, bro, imagine this chasing you, bro. Oh man, bro, you might as well just put my hand in warm water immediately, bro. I'll pee in the bed, bro. Yep, go wash the sheets. Just keeping it real with you.
However, despite both legions' small size, they pack a punch. They will pretty much only ever be present on one battlefield at a time. But on that battlefield, they will be an absolute menace. I'd have to say the World Eaters are more powerful at the moment since Magnus was recently banished by the Grey Knights and Space Wolves, whilst Ahriman and his warriors were smacked around by the Inari. Whereas Khorne is currently ascendant and can bring Angron back from banishment extremely quickly, with Angron then acting as a beacon for the World Eaters to...
Now, these guys right here, man, as a Warhammer new booty, I'm going to be completely honest with you, man. If you have no other... Listen, if life is not giving you lemons to make lemonade, you're this guy right here. Just keeping it real. You are this guy right here. Man, man. Hey, what Postman said? Some people got an apple. Some people got a tangerine. Man, if you don't got neither of those fruits and you stuck with a pear, man, you got to become one of these right here, bro. Crash out menaces. You belong in a Arkham Asylum, locked up with the Joker, next to the Joker, to be honest with you. And that's it. Listen, it is what it is. That's if you like these like type of guys right here. I don't like them. I think they look ugly, but you know.
What they lack in size, they make up for in girth. That leaves us with the Iron Warriors, Wordbearers, and Death Guard. I would have actually said the Death Guard were the most powerful at the moment until the...
I'm gonna just keep it real with you, man. These guys, like, they stink.
Plague Wars happened. See, the Death Guard are super hard to kill, and surprisingly, despite their fucked up gene seed, actually have a steady stream of new recruits. As such, the Death Guard Legion was actually larger than it was pre-Heresy. One of the few Traitor Legions to be able to boast such a feat.
How are they larger? Are we counting the flies? We counting the insects? How are they larger? They were larger than the salamanders? That's crazy. Hey, that's hard to believe. The salamanders, they're the biggest of the big. They're Rick Ross big.
They also were highly coordinated and united, with Mortarion leading the bulk of the Legion as a big-ass smelly moth demon, and Typhus leading the rest, with there also being a handful of scattered warbands. However, they took on the full might of the Ultramarines led by Guilliman in the Plague Wars, an all-out invasion of Ultramar.
The only team that I'll ever put respect on besides the salamanders. This team right here, Ultramarines, they're my top two and they're two. I give them full respect. they're just them, to be honest with you.
Many Death Guard died, many demons of Nurgle were banished, with some even getting permanently killed. Nurgle's garden was set ablaze by the Emperor, and Mortarion was imprisoned by Nurgle for his hubris and not obeying the Plague Father. Now the Death Guard is still a mighty legion, but with a large chunk of their Marines dead, their patron god being wounded, many of their demons out of action, and their Primarch being put in the naughty corner, they have been slapped down the rankings, which I'm not too mad about. I think everyone was getting a bit tired of the Death Guard. I never thought the Word Bearers would be so high up on this list. However, thousands of years of not really doing a whole lot means their legion is swelled to titanic proportions. Sure, they still get involved, mostly via the fact that they have a metric fuckload of warbands that are pursuing their own goals. However, they are also highly united, and all word bearers fall under the command of the Dark Council of Sigmar.
La 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 la. Just say these guys are the Frank Ocean of Warhammer 40k. I'm just being honest with you. These guys are lazy. They haven't gotten a battle since what, 20 BC. If I'm being honest with you, bro, these guys, bro, they're rusty, they're dusty, they're musty. They legit don't even like, bro, they don't even know what battle feels like anymore. They're so out of shape, bro. It's crazy, bro. Bro, they're Steve Harvey out of shape, man. Oh my, bro, they're Skip Bayless out of shape. Like they're so like down bad in the trenches, bro. Man, they couldn't last a round against my Salamanders. If I'm being completely honest with you, bro. No laughing matter, no trolling. I'm just keeping it real with you. I know they probably look all intimidating, whatever. First of all, this drip is a little loose. I would probably tighten this up real quick. But other than that, I mean, they look a little intimidating or whatever. I mean, the only thing that could give a threat to the Salamanders, well, I mean, all the Salamanders are way more powerful than like all three of these guys right here. But the only thing that could probably give a threat to the weakest member of the Salamanders, which is me, it's probably like this thing over here. Even though this thing is completely ugly, it is built like Brock Lesnar a little bit. But to be honest with you, and I mean this cold-heartedly, I'm not even trolling at this point. These guys they wouldn't even, I mean, they couldn't even smell the power that the Salamanders got, man.
That rule the Legion in Lorgar's absence. The Council's control of the Wordbearers is so absolute that they even have rules for what shade of red the Wordbearers are allowed to paint their armor. As the Wordbearers are experts in demonology, many of them command the powers of the Warp, with their Legion having many Dark Apostles in it.
Of course.
Wildly powerful for a Space Marine. The Legion is subdivided into various different
Of course, these bums need help from the Warp.
hosts, with some hosts having a couple hundred Marines and some having a few thousand. There are dozens of these hosts, so just from that we can see that there is a shitload of Wordbearers out there. Now they haven't been too active as a whole Legion, likely because despite their unity, the Dark Council still despise each other and don't like getting bossed around by other members. However, if Lorgar was to return to the setting and unite his Legion, they could easily become one of the most powerful Traitor Legions and really fuck up the Loyalists. So that leaves us with the Iron Warriors, who I believe can currently be considered the most powerful Traitor Legion. If Timmy was still around, he would probably be like, but Majorkill, there was a battle between Mortarion and Perturabo, and Mortarion won. Yeah, he did, but Mortarion is currently trapped in the jar, and his Legion is licking their wounds. This video isn't which Traitor Legion was the most powerful at their peak, it's who currently holds the cards. Perturabo isn't super active at the moment, but he also isn't just jerking off or hiding somewhere. The Iron Warriors' stable gene seed means recruitment isn't an issue with them. They also never really lost their discipline, and they're able to turn the warp into their own weapons, creating demonic mechanical beasts to serve them. Their only current issue is their lack of unity, with many Iron Warrior warbands pursuing their own goals.
All right. Majorkill, I understand. Like, listen, we can't give. Listen, I know he's wearing the metal Jordans right now. All right, cool. You know, he got the rating axe right now. All right, we'll give it to him. But listen, if I'm being, I gotta be completely real with you, man. A lot of these, like, you know, Traitor Legions and stuff like that, man. And I know so little about Warhammer 40k. Like I said before, man, I'm a Warhammer 40k newbie. You know, new booty. You know, like I'm just now starting out. But if I'm just being real with you, man, like, no trolling. You know, I know you guys think I'm trolling or whatever, man. But if I'm just being, you know, diabolically correct, you know, the Salamanders are literally number one. You know, I can't even express, like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just wish I could just smell Vulcan's breath, like. Man, like, bro, that would, bro, man, I could legit use like his breath as like cologne. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's just me or whatever. Maybe I'm a little deluded, but if I'm just being completely honest with you, man, he's so gracious and holy, man. Man, first of all, he lets me say his name, because if I'm being honest with you, he's that nice of a Primarch. If I say his name just add a tone once, bro, I'm stoned. You know, they're throwing tomatoes at me and they're stoning me. And, you know, and I promise you, that red stuff coming down, you know, it will not be tomato sauce. It will be something else, you know. But that's only if I said Vulcan's name in a bad way. You know, I always gave respect to Vulcan and the rest of the Salamanders. You know, they have respect in me as well. This is why I rep for them so hard, because they're so amazing. And Vulcan, he's literally the best Primarch of them all. You know, to be honest with you, man, whenever you support like a, you know, like a legion or a faction that's like that's like up there, bro, you can't really be afraid of, like, you know, Metal Mouth right here. Just keeping it real. Like, I know he tried to look intimidating with like the skulls like on his belt. Like, all right, okay, fake Louis belt. Like, okay, like, you want some claps or something? Like, what are we talking about? Like, you like, ooh, like, what you want me to get scared or something? Like, I understand he got the little sharp Five Nights at Freddy's like little sharp fingers. I understand that, but at the end of the day, man, this bum, the other bums across the stream, the other bums across the lake, the other bums on the south. They can't mess with the salamanders. I don't care what you say. Vulcan right now, he's taking a nap. For any guys say, oh, well, you know, Vulcan's not even next to the salamanders right now. I mean, bro, he's taking a nap right now. Like, he needs a break. You know, I wish that he can make me the new Primarch so I could really step up and really lead his team. So when he comes back, he could be really proud of me and I could get like one of those medals or something. But maybe that's just me. You know, maybe I'm just a little deluded. Other than that, man, let's just finish this off.
However, even these individual warbands are insane, with Warsmith Honsu, a single Iron Warrior Warsmith, threatening Ultramar itself. In a similar vein to the Wordbearers, if Perturabo gets off his big metal ass, the Iron Warriors will be a massive threat, which is something I do believe we'll see relatively.
They're lazy. Of course, they're all lazy. They're lazy. See, they don't want to go into battle. They don't want to be they don't want to be used to battle. They're lazy. They don't want to get up. Why would they get up? They're not built for that. They're not ready for that. The only people that I can see competing with my team, my squad, is the Ultramarines. Yo, G-Man, bro, shout out to you, bro. You're the guy. You coming over for the game next Sunday? Bro, he's the man. Him and his squad, bro, those are the guys. The Ultramarines, those are the guys, bro. Those are the guys that are battle tested. Yeah, bro, they'll go at you 100%. Those guys are battle tested. Bro, shout out to G-Man. Everybody else are bums. Everybody else is still paying off the debt. Come on, what are we talking about?
Basically, I've judged this ranking based on if a Legion brought its full might to bear in its current form, how powerful would it be, and in that instance, I do believe the Wordbearers and Iron Warriors have the edge. As a bit of a bonus round, how does the Black Legion fit into things? Well, the Black Legion is massive, as it recruits from all other legions, as well as fallen previously loyal Marines. It also gets favour from all Chaos Gods and Demon Primarchs, and recently formed a strong alliance with the Dark Mechanicum via Vashtor, giving it even more weapons and power, such as the Arcs of Omen. The Black Legion, despite having no Primarch, would probably be the most powerful Traitor Legion, as evidenced by how much they have achieved, whilst the other Traitor Legions have just been fondling their balls. They seem to have the most Legionnaires, the best weapons, the most motivation, and so on. Not to mention Abaddon would be near Primarch power by now, with all the power boosts and Kool-Aid he has been drinking. If you enjoyed the video and you want to
shout out to Majorkill, man, for this amazing video, man. This really brought light to, like, you know, to really show me, man, a lot of these factions not really it to begin with, but other than that, I mean, it is what it is, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. I'm out.